Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. We're here on the Mountain Pass map, and I'm in the trusty T-25-2, the American Tier 7 tank destroyer, which is rapidly becoming one of my best performing tanks, I think. I think it suffers a bit in reputation from being compared to the Hellcat, which is a superlative piece of equipment, and was arguably overpowered prior to its last nerf. But I think this tank performs very, very well, as long as you don't try and get it to do stuff that it isn't good at. So I'm going to go over here to the western side of the slope down into the frozen lake here, because you can get a lot of early shots. And there's a snake bite in the frozen lake, and of course a couple of our tanks are going to charge down to engage it. I think that's a rather silly idea, really, because once you're down in that frozen lake, there's no real getting out of it. Shooting a snake bite as he's running across my gun is probably a waste of time, actually, but when he's driving away from the gun, it will work, and I've taken a hit there from across the valley. And of course the snake bite's spotting me, but the AMX ELC can probably spot me as well. Didn't actually get a hit on the AMX ELC, and somebody, now I was no longer spotted when that shot came in, but somebody blind fired into my last known location and shot me from the eastern side of the open ground over there, where the Hellcat is now, or thereabouts. And there's the Black Prince. Now, it could have been the Black Prince or the Hellcat. Although, given the amount of damage that was done, it was more than likely the Hellcat. Now, I'm going to try and track that Black Prince, hold him in place, and give the rest of the team an opportunity to shoot him out in the open. Because he's quite a dangerous tank. Now, he's reasonably well angled to me, so I'm going to have some difficulty penetrating his armour. Especially given the dispersion at this kind of range. There's a narrow band there along the top of the tracks. Or if the shot's angled down enough, I can hit spots around just in front of the turret. He's firing at my position, and I've been detected as well, so I need to avoid taking fire from the Black Prince, because I'm not going to trade shots with the Black Prince. He's got more health, better armour, and I don't think he's got the top gun though. I think some of those shots have bounced, and if he had the top gun, I don't think the 17 pounder would bounce off my turret. Now more tanks are appearing across the valley. So we've an AT2 popping up. Another tier 5 tank, but very well armoured for its tier, and an AT8, which is another very strongly armoured tank with actually a very decent gun. The gun on the AT2 is the 2 pounder, but it's not as good as the final stage 2 pounder with the Little John adapter on the Matildas, for instance. But it's still a pretty decent gun. The Black Prince has popped out again, and he's been tracked. So if I can find my spot, that will give me another opportunity to do some more damage to the Black Prince. And he's angled himself now, so that's actually more favourable for me. I can put shots through the flat front surface there on the upper glacis of his frontal armour. He was probably better angled against the other tanks that were shooting at him, but you know, he can't angle against everybody. Now I'm going to try and track that AT2, so we can hold him in place and finish him off as well, because he's not going to survive in front of the kind of guns that were able to take out a Black Prince and an AT8. In the meanwhile, a medium tank is turned up on the western road, and he's only opposed by a light tank, so I need to start keeping an eye on that situation as well. If the light tank isn't capable of taking out that medium tank, I'm not going to arrive in time, but however, the light tank isn't capable of taking out the medium tank, so I need to now disengage. There's enough of our tanks facing off across the frozen lake to handle the couple of tank destroyers that are there, and I need to pay attention to this guy, because if he comes around and starts putting flanking fire into the tanks that are shooting across, he could probably take out the artillery, and it looks like one of the other tank destroyers with me has actually become alert to the presence of the medium tank as well. So he didn't come out in the direction I expected, but he's going to pop out behind this rock, and I'm going to take the opportunity to take a shot at him because I'm stationary, he's actually coming to a halt, so my gun is going to be more accurate than his. Under the circumstances, he's taken the hit and he's decided he's not going to hang around for a second one. That tells me that he's probably not supported as well, that there's nobody coming up after him, otherwise he'd have stayed there spotting me. So I kill him, take him out, and I decide I'm going to come up this way, and I'll do the flanking. However, at this point I realise that there's so few enemy tanks left that there might actually be nobody around when I get to the corner. But they're the choices you make, and we come around and we spot the guy up in the high ground, we snap off a shot, and where it goes really. But he's still up there and he doesn't seem to have noticed, so we put another one into him, and if he hangs around long enough, we will be quite happy to finish him off, which we do. So that's it, game over. 13 damaging ribbons, 12 assisted, 3 kills, we won, and let us see the results. Well, we lost money because of all the APCR we fired at that Black Prince. We got a high caliber for doing the most damage of anybody on both teams. We got a first class mastery. Assisted damage is a bit low, but we were probably not the only ones spotting, and we actually managed to bounce some shots. So I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you again soon.